Okay, I think I'm live. I'm gonna do a couple of checks because a couple of days ago I streamed without my microphone for like almost 3 hours and that was embarrassing. Um yeah, I also need to pull up the mobile chat, like the chat on my phone so I can take a look at it. But anyway, I'm just blabbering. I don't know how to. You know, YouTube doesn't really have an easy way to look at the chat. It's kind of annoying. I think it takes like a few minutes for it to allow me to go on. Oh wait, I get an email. It sends an email to myself so I can like look at the click on the link. Yeah, it's cool. Cool beans. Okay, I think it's working. I'm like listening to my own stream. Oh, and there's a delay. Yeah, okay, I think it's working. I can continue on with my life. So good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, today I'm gonna continue with this game. Oh shoot, I almost pressed new game. So I think, it's probably the first one. So I just finished the quest line for new Zhao, who's a prophet girl, but apparently it's saying it's only 50% complete, so I'm like, oh my god, what else is there? I mean, I already finished the main quest line and unlocked the next character, so it's highly likely that her side quests will not be interesting, but at the same time, sometimes the side quests are more interesting than the main quest, so we'll just try and complete it. I don't know if completing the quest does anything, because like, oh god, I'm really low on health. Yeah, I don't know if completing quests does anything, like, maybe you'll get more resources for your next life. But, yeah, since I just finished the main quest line, which was like this huge boss fight with like this wolf lady. There's like this lady who really likes talking to wolves, I guess. But yeah, it is the day after a holiday here in the US, July 4th, so you know, it was fun. There was fireworks and ticks and mosquitoes. I don't like I don't like going to parks, to be honest, because of all the ticks in like the mild winters, but anyway, so I have to go to the doctor lady. She can heal me because I'm very clearly not in good shape. I'm gonna get patched up. There we go. Oh, ka-ching, ka-ching! The sound of money draining out of my wallet. Okay, then we'll do the side quest, I believe. You know, I do have enough money to buy equipment, so maybe I should get some equipment. I don't know why I just left. So we can buy, what? Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, the shopkeeper is this young lad here. He's trying to... Anyway, he's trying to, like, take stuff from me. Okay, shield damage, shield healing, armor, feet, wrist. I don't need any of this stuff. We'll just buy this helmet. No, actually, we'll buy this armor. Yeah. Leave. And put it on. Here we go. Putting it on. Yeah, I'm a cool kid now. I've got this really nasty looking, like, cheesecloth as my armor. coarse cloth coat. I just went, like, full damage, cause... yeah, damage is everything. It's my motto, yep. And this is supposed to be, like, a very calm pacifist type of girl, but... clearly not, cause, I'm here to bring on the hurt. Oh god, I need to, like, move my chair up, sorry. Okay. Alright, now we can go to the desolate woodland, see what's... I wonder what awaits us. Oh, shoot. What? There's nothing here. There's no quest for me. What? You've got to be kidding. Wait. So I'm stuck at 50% forever? What? Uh-oh. Maybe this game is glitched. Like, I can't finish this quest anymore. Oh my god. Tasks. I mean, there was... Like, the other day there was something, but after I decided to do the main quest first. And now I can't do the side quest. That's kind of annoying. That actually, like... I don't know, that like derailed all of my plans, dude. I'm gonna have to change the name of the stream because I currently screwed it up. Oh, okay, well... I don't know who is, let me just... Sorry, give me a moment. I'm gonna edit this, and move on to the next character. Sure. There we go. We changed the, Okay, well, this is a very fancy-looking spearman dragon of justice dude. Oh, he lives in, like, a tundra. Donghe town? Very interesting. Oh, and you're just thrown into a battlefield? Cool.
战争是生与死的较量，是血与火的试炼，同时，也将成为命运之轮的推手。
Trial of blood and fire. A life or death contest that turns the wheels of fate. Very cool. The Battle of Donghe. Amid the bone-chilling north wind, the setting sun glows in an ominous red, tainting the icy field with a cruel crimson hue. Arrows fall from the sky like hail, punctuated by screams and moans. Shouts ring out. The ground trembles under the hooves of war horses. Neighs and the clanks of blades announce the beginning of a brief conflict. Splatting blood and cut limbs render the pure snowfield a ground for massacres. At this moment, all you can rely on is the dragon pattern halberd in your hands. Marshal Marshal Xin, Guifang's enemies are far more than we can imagine. The voice comes from your vice general, who is yelling at you in a tough fight not far from you, his face red as blood. The next moment, a spear pierces his throat. Oh god. And a splatter of blood falls on your armor. It was nice knowing you, Vice General. Die! The Guifang soldier laughs arrogantly as he kills your general. And his face is even more gruesome under his demon mask soaked in blood. Well, I don't think I can see his face with the demon. I guess it's like you can tell that his face is contorted even if it's under the mask. Maybe that's what this means. Save Donghe Town with these men? You are outnumbered, poor sway guys. Yeah! Oh, that was kind of interesting. Your rage bursts out in an instant. The dragon pattern halberd sweeps around with an irresistible momentum and knocks other enemies down. Then it dashes out to the murderer like a soaring dragon. Noticing the approaching blade, the conceit in his eyes turned into fear in an instant. He holds his weapon in hand and charges at you in a roar. Oh, okay, first battle. That's interesting. Okay, well, clearly this protagonist is overpowered with 92 HP versus this 23 HP guy. Yeah, like 23 HP. Like, what? Like, you've got to be kidding. Like, How is that even fair? You know, it's like ×3, almost ×4 the amount of HP. Anyway, this guy's got some like hip motion going on. And he has a dragon tail. He's probably like half dragon. That's probably his stick. Oh, he is half dragon. Dragon progeny. Cost 15% of the max HP and gain 1 dragon blood. Blossom of Blood. Enhance skills 1 time. Oh, okay. Piercing. Deal... Okay, we gotta roll the die actually. Piercing. Deal 6 basic damage. Dragon Blood Enhance. Plus 5 damage. So it's like a combo system. Solid defense. You can gain 4 shield or 4 additional shield with the Dragon Blood. Pointed Pierce. Deal 10 basic damage. Glaring. If you have 9 or more Dragon's Blood, this hit will execute your enemy. Interesting. Executing the enemy. I mean... You'd have to be like... You need 2 Yangs for that, which I don't have. So... Yeah, so this guy, he sacrifices HP. So 15% is what? Around 9.2? 9 plus 4... 9 plus 5 is about 14 HP? 13 to 14 HP? I mean, since it's a tutorial, I guess you're allowed to use it. So I lost 14 HP. You can't use this, so... You can do damage to him. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. And apply this to ourselves. We can try re-rolling and see if we get any Yangs. Re-roll again. We might not get anything. Okay, I think that's the end. He just shielded himself. That was so not worth it. Okay. We have 1 Yang. We can preserve this. Right, if we smack him, then we can re-roll again, see if we can get any more Yangs. Nope. Oh my god, it feels so weird having like a nerfed character. Like starting from the beginning, I guess. A block? Interesting. I don't really know what the block mechanism does. Oh my god, this is like the worst roll. So this is why you have so much HP, right? It's just to do damage. Oh. Yeah, you win! This guy's definitely like a berserker. I don't know if he can live for very long. Either a guy or a girl, I can't tell actually. Your blade pierces his chest effortlessly. The grooves on your halberd are filled with blood, bringing the death a golden and red tone. Breakout. However, more Guifang soldiers are pressing onward. If you continue to fight, your troops will soon be wiped out. You gather the remaining soldiers behind you and arrange them into a sharp formation. You raise your halberd to lead their way. And after a harsh and bloody fight, you finally retreat to the camp in the southeast with the enemy. You lost the Battle of Donghe. Only a half survived in your vanguard of more than 3,000 soldiers, and your enemy, Guifang, captured Donghe town. Okay. Retreat to the camp. Retreat to the North Army's camp for further planning. Okay. That's unpleasant. You start out on a loss. We're gonna look around. Northern warfare. The leaves have fallen in the howling icy wind. Oh my god. My voice is like... The central plains are enjoying warmth at this moment, but harsh winter has arrived at the northern frontier. To everyone's surprise, Guifang, a state that only engaged in small-scale assaults and plunders, launched an attack against the Great Sui in this season and seized Shihe, a crucial town in Sui's northern border located at a river's west bank. You know, why is this fisherman guy just like pointing his hands at me? He's like hiding his laugh, you know, he's like laughing. Anyway, this guy looks very grizzled. The king sent his veteran general Qingfeng to prevent them with 3,000 soldiers. However, they suffered a crushing defeat in Shihe and Qingfeng was beheaded. Oh my god. Why do you okay, so I guess you behead the failed generals. That's a great idea. Let's just behead our generals that take forever to train, you know, what a great king. After that, Guifang crossed the river to attack Donghe, the town on the east bank. The fallen general's head was sent to Sui's capital, and though everyone felt it a bitter humiliation, no general could earn a certain victory against them. And you offered yourself for the mission at this moment. The king was much delighted after he saw the divination result, and he soon mobilized a troop of more than 10,000 soldiers for you. You led the army to the northern frontier and set the camp on a plain 100 miles away from Donghe. Then you and your vanguard marched to Donghe town, trying to prevent Guifang from capturing it. What if this person's a lady or a man? I feel like she might be a girl, actually. Oh shit. Well, it's okay. I guess we don't have the context. Right. I accidentally, like, left. I want to look at my stats, like... I mean, I guess I don't have anything. So, the stuff that I got from my previous life does apply. Which is cool, but it also means if I don't complete the side quests on the other characters, I might not get rewards. Zhao is this character's name, okay. I'm still trying to figure out if they're like a guy or a girl. They have like a bra on, so it's like maybe you're a girl and high heels. Person's got heels, but you know, they could just be a twink or something. Anyway, calm down.
对于士兵而言，温暖的营火和饱腹的食物已经是最好的享受，而将领则必须为战争负责。
Soldiers may simply enjoy bonfires and food, while the commanders have other things to worry about. That's true. Calm down. The bitter north wind is undoubtedly a threat to those who come from the central plains. Luckily, the cold is kept outside by the tent, made of deer hides, and the warm bonfire. You sit down in your tent. Your body will never exhaust under the power of dragon blood, but your mind feels an overwhelming fatigue. You tried hard to prevent Guifang. You and your 3,000 soldiers have trekked for a whole day and night without any rest. But you still arrived late. Then, after an unexpected conflict with the enemy's main force, you tasted a bitter defeat. The defeat will certainly impair the confidence of the people in Tiansui City, as well as the morale of your army. But what is more unacceptable for you is the tragic death of your soldiers. I need to calm down. You recite silently. However, scenes of the past still emerge in your mind one by one, and blurred memory comes back. The death of the Vice General? You remember the scene when the Vice General died. He was Luo, a young officer promoted by you after you spotted his talent in your army. He was an agile and clever man, yet his life ended in such an unfamiliar land. He proposed an alternative plan for you, saying it would be better to launch a general attack with all of your troops, instead of making an assault with only a vanguard. You were eager to save the people in Donghe town from the enemy and decided to take the risk, but your action cost the lives of your soldiers. The last dragon. Many people praise the magnificence of dragons, yet they never saw any of them. You are different from those people. Not like the other girls, I see. You remember the last moments of your mother. When her life came to an end at the shore of the North Sea, you were at her side. Her aged scales faded from golden to dim, and you leaned on her amid the snow, trying to feel her decreasing temperature by holding her body in your arms. Don't feel sorrow for me, Xingjiao. Dragons are bound to extinct, and I never regret my marriage with a human being. Her last words were spoken with much difficulty. Your father was a brave and ordinary martial arts practitioner, and you, a perfect being, inherited the blood from both dragons and humans. And no need to hate anyone for our fate, since after all, it's time that deserted us. Her eyes turned calm and gentle. We only hope you can live a free and unfettered life, spending your time on whatever you like. You nodded to her as tears glistened in your eyes. Dragons do not have tears, my child. She looked at you with soft eyes. Your tears are the evidence of being a human. It's time to pursue the life you want and love who you love. Interesting. I guess Xingjiao's parents are a forbidden marriage of some sort. Okay, so the last memory is a mission at a critical moment. The king's roar rings out in the court, yet the generals all fall silent, their legs trembling. Though under the overwhelming rage of the king, they still don't dare to answer him. The generals are eyeing the head of Qingfeng with exchanged looks as they murmur, "If even General Qing, the best one in our state, was defeated, we would certainly die there too." Well, that's what you get when you behead your best general. Like, you behead him for making a mistake, but now you can't even get a replacement for him. Like, anyway, whatever. Let's see. The Great Sway was founded following the deity's orders, yet we are frightened by a petty state in the north? The king draws out his sword in a sharp sound and points at his generals. If no one volunteers, I'll pick you to lead the army one by one. Those who fear the order shall die now. Okay, so clearly he's insane. This guy's a lunatic. I, your concubine, will lead the army. Oh. A muffled sound of the halberd's pole hitting the ground. Then you stride to the king in a general's outfit and bow to him. Of course the king gets a dragon lady as his concubine. I am Xingjiao, one of your 9 mistresses. I knew fighting and riding horses before I entered the palace, and my strength and my tactics allowed me to fight. Therefore, I volunteered to lead our army and dispel the northern demons. How dare you! A woman brings a weapon to the court and disturbs our discussion. Drive her away. The bodyguards yell hurriedly as they try to prevent you. Alright, so we find out that she's female. Let her come here! The king shouts to his bodyguards and looks at the generals with scornful eyes. I didn't expect that our elite fighters behave more cowardly than a lady in the palace. Xingjiao, you have gained my permission. Begin mobilizing now, and I'll make a divination tomorrow. The army will set off after all is ready. His glorious look meets with your fierce eyes. You'll find a place in the central palace, if you emerge victorious. Let's see. Your Majesty, the central palace is the queen's residence and cannot be granted to someone so easily as some kind of scribe dude, advisor. How can I subjugate the world and establish our state in this land if the barbarians keep assaulting us? The king begins to rebuke. The most important things for a state are its ceremony and warfare. If she can do it, it would be a deed praised for generations and would certainly make her a queen.
决断是统帅不可或缺的能力，希望你做好了一切准备。
Making decisions is a vital capacity for commanders. I hope you are prepared. Okay, interesting. Convene a meeting. You stand up suddenly and open the tent's curtain. The coldness seeps into your armor with the northern wind and freezes your body. Even your boiling dragon blood seems to be cold under it. You shake your head forcefully to dispel the blurred scenes. You must remain calm and focused to set your troops a new target and encourage them. Any order, Marshal? The orderly guarding your tent bows to you with a polite question. Convene the sergeants here, you order in a resolute tone. We'll have a meeting on the preparation before taking Donghe back. Okay.
一场精彩的演说可以提振士气，一次正确的决策可以挽回战争的
A
颓
wonderful
势。
speech encourages the soldiers. A correct decision turns the tides. Okay. The air in the tent is solemn. Generals and sergeants sit at two sides silently, their faces laden with worries. As their marshal, you must try your best to increase their morale and give them a clear target for their next action. If the morale of your troops is still low after the meeting, you will undoubtedly lose the upcoming battles. Okay. Wow, every decision is crucial. Wrong choices may lead to irredeemable results. Save your progress before making decisions. I don't want to save. What if I just, like, screw up? The reason of defeat. Yeah, I'm not saving. Screw that. Marshal Xing, our soldiers began to fear the Guifang enemies after our defeat, and they are all in low spirits. A general is reporting to you. It seems that you must find a reason for the defeat last time first. Oh my god. Well, okay, you should... I don't know. Well, okay, so this is like, you either blame yourself or you blame an outside circumstance. And I don't know how well written this game is supposed to be, but if we blame outside, this is the politically correct answer, whereas if you blame yourself, it could lead to issues if you're too honest, you know? I think we'll have to go with the politically correct thingy. We lost the battle due to lack of information. You begin after a short pause. Our latest intelligence showed that Guifang was marching on Donghe, and engaging in a fight against them would be the best choice at that moment. I don't think I made a wrong decision. The generals look more worried at your words. They exchange a look and sigh deeply. Oh no, it's not translated. Oh no, I can't reach Chinese. This is an issue. I mean, we could try the mobile translator, like... Let me see if I have it. Google Translate. I think we need an app for that. Well, not being able to read the state is probably gonna suck. Let me... So there's probably some kind of objection. Marshal Xing, a snowstorm some days before blocked the way of our transport wagons. Now, our army provisions are running low. The quartermaster reports to you in an anxious tone. There's a food shortage. How many days can they sustain, you ask? 3 days. He shakes his head, and the new provision needs at least 5 days to arrive. Once the provision is used up, our soldiers will lose the motion to fight immediately or even engage in a mutiny. I suggest to reduce the daily rations. Though our troops may grudge on the decision, they at least have something to eat these days. That's a little bit difficult. If you reduce the rations, it's gonna reduce morale. If you keep the rations... I mean, you kind of have to, right? You nod at his suggestion after a moment. However, the reduction of food will undoubtedly affect morale. Oh no, this is also untranslated. The next step. Marshal Xing, what is your plan for our next step? A general walks forward and asks on behalf of the rest of the soldiers. Guifang has seized Donghe town, and we may not get a certain victory if we storm the place. So what is your suggestion? You encourage him to continue. In my eyes, Guifang would probably launch another attack to the south since they have won several battles and have Donghe. If we build fortification here and take a defensive stance, we would eliminate the enemy easily if they assault. Well, let's see. I guess all of my actions have been defensive so far, so I'm wondering if we need to be congruent. Right, you could listen to the advisors and take their advice, but the cause of the defeat was listening to your general in the first place, so you're just depending on, do you want to listen to these advisors or do you just want to do something that is predictable, right? It's the only possible choice. You express agreement with him after thinking for a moment. Then you ask other soldiers about it, and they don't have a better plan. Therefore, you decide to focus your tactics on defense. However, is it wise to fight a war of attrition in such a place with an army of more than 10,000 soldiers? I guess this is not important text since it's not translated.
当一切走向结束，你不仅断送了自己的人生，也断送了上万人的希望。
Oh, I guess this is the bad ending. The morale of your troops plummeted to the bottom after the meeting, and even such a huge army failed to turn the tide in the northern frontier. The Guifang attack broke your last defense amid the blinding snowstorm. Blood stained the pure snow into a huge hellish red blossom on the northern land. And you, as well as the thousands of your cherished soldiers, perished in the remote battlefield.
你的旅程也只能到此为止了。
I don't get it. So this means you have to restart?
一场精彩的演说可以提振士气，一次正确的
So I
决
guess
策
I chose the
可以挽回
wrong
战争的颓势。
thing. So if we make the wrong decisions each time? Whatever. Wrong decision. I don't know. This is the first time the Great Sway sends an army of more than 10,000 soldiers. His Majesty even arranged for me a ceremonial unit composed of hundreds of strong and beautiful steeds. Let's slaughter the steeds for meats. The horses are for ceremonies only and cannot be used as war horses. Now that we are facing a critical food shortage, we must put those unnecessary decorations to a more practical use. Alright. Marshal Xing, you made a wise decision, and now I believe our morale will be boosted greatly by the abundant meat. So you're supposed to reject all of these, like, advisors? First, we are from the Central Plains, and the increasingly cold weather here will impair our fighting capacity. Once another snowstorm comes together with Guifang's assault, we will hardly be able to defend ourselves. Second, Guifang becomes conceited after the successive wins. They won't believe that we dare to launch an attack immediately. The most important thing is, I don't think Guifang will attack our fortification recklessly. Your eyes gleam with confidence. In the past several decades, Guifang only engaged in small-scale harassment and never had an all-out invasion. The reason behind their behavior is the lack of discipline and an untrustworthy leader, as well as clear commands. How do they know this? Okay, this character knows everything. But now the enemy has undergone a tremendous improvement both in the tactics and the capacity to carry out the plans. They must have a capable commander now. I don't think such a shrewd person will launch an attack in an unfamiliar place and risk being counterattacked. On the contrary, the reason for them to capture the two towns so rapidly is they know they will be outnumbered if our main force arrives here. Therefore, it would be necessary for them to use Donghe and Shihe as bridgeheads and get us involved in a war of attrition. And even the slightest bit of attrition would be unaffordable to a huge army. We can only win by attacking.
当一切走向结束，你不仅断送了自己的人生，也断送了上万人的希望。
A fail.
胜败只在一瞬，生死不过轮回。
So it means interesting. But they don't like it. It's trying to force a certain moral.
一场精彩的演说可以提振士气，一次正确的决策可以挽回战争的颓势。
So they want you to admit that you've made a mistake. If you have a culture of not admitting mistakes, you are not doing this correct. I mean, I guess, like, I don't know, right? Kind of hard, because it seems a bit idealistic, but have to keep the rations. Attack.
你完美的做到了一切，这实在是令我刮目相看。
Every general and sergeant walks out of your tent with a confident and cheerful smile. Your speech and decisions save the army from the shadow of defeat and bring confidence back. They all leave your tent. Let's see, and your smile finally returns to your solemn face after a long time. Maybe it's time to take a walk among the camps and meet with your soldiers. Chat with them will certainly cheer you up. So we have to go talk to everyone. I guess we'll go to the wounded soldier camp first. Seems like makes the most sense.
不管战争获胜的是哪一方，对于伤残者和死累者而言，他们的人生都将从此改变。
Herbal scents and strange smells drift into your nose the moment you walk into the wounded soldiers' camp, making you feel a bit sick. Though the army hasn't fought the battle of the largest scale yet, many sick soldiers are already receiving treatment here. They fell ill due to the harsh weather and the long trek into the north. And talk. Well, the surgeon's probably busy. We'll talk to the quartermaster first. The quartermaster is taking inventory of the supplies in the warehouse. His face is laden with worries as he sighs. Again and again. Purchase provisions. We can have a chat, I guess. The demand exceeds supply. He shakes his head as he complains about the condition. Let's see. You can pay for... You can buy... So you can buy... very small items. I don't have any money, so never mind. I can talk to the surgeon. Surgeon is moving hurriedly among the wounded and sick soldiers. He jogs to meet you after seeing you are here. Marshal Xing, we must end the battle without delay. The weather here has done harm to many people's health, and the camp will reach capacity if we stay here longer. About my condition. What condition? Do I have like a special condition? Well, okay, tending to wounds is a lot more expensive in this life compared to the last life. So we'll visit the chariots.
容车计价，4木夜夜，岂敢定居1月3节。
It's an interesting saying. We ride the chariots of 4 steeds and we keep going after 3 months. Chariots are a new weapon that has only been mass-produced and put into battles very recently. Though making them requires much effort and materials, those war machines helped the Great Sway a lot into victories against the foreign tribes and the barbarians. There are already more than 100 chariots in the huge army. If they can be driven into a formation and follow a tactic, they will inflict tremendous casualties on Guifang. Interesting. You can talk to the driver, Jifeng, the driver. You notice 3 young warriors are chatting on a chariot. The most senior one is sitting on the front and stroking the horses tenderly as he talks to the other 2. About your condition. Chariots need to be deployed into a formation in a face-to-face attack. They are not good for surprise attacks. All chariots are intact and their crew are here. We can go to a large-scale battle immediately. The fighting capacity of chariots is reduced in a snowstorm. The wind and the snow impairs the driver's vision. I mean, that's... okay. About the chariot. He likes to nerd out about chariots. And talks about the logistics of it. Interesting. There's 3 members on a chariot. There's an archer in the back to fire arrows. It's kind of like a tank, like a primitive tank that uses a horse and 3 people. We have a spearman for close combat. Chariots are not good in uneven hills or narrow valleys. Cool. We have an archer here. Talk to the archer. You look at one of the 2 men besides Jifeng. He is standing on the chariot and is aiming at something around him with a full-drawn bow, trying to feel the knack of shooting. A chariot's crew requires 3 members, but if we cooperate smoothly, we can eliminate dozens of enemies in a single charge. Our 3 plus the chariot are 10 times more powerful than 3 ordinary infantrymen. And Marshal Xing, are you curious about our full power? Noticing you are interested, he grins playfully. If so, let's have a spar. We 3 will challenge you on our chariot. You are a brave warrior who can lead charges and cut down enemies, but you have never fought against such a formidable war machine. Post level 8 challenge. I'll be here again after I finish my inspection. Urgent matters await. Interesting. talk to the spearman. The young spearman is not as active as the other two. He only leans on his spear and occasionally sighs as he looks in the distance. He's forever on post, having to guard against something. A load on the mind. Oh, the music just changed. What does this mean? Marshal Xing, in your eyes, why are there wars and killings in this world? You ponder this question for a long time and find some possible answers. However, you do not say them to him. I used to believe that desires caused wars. The powerful desire to bully the weak, and the winner's desire to exploit slaves. But then I found my opinion is only partially correct. Some conflicts and wars are bound to break out despite the power and identity of the belligerents, and no one can prevent them. Something is destined to happen to us and won't change until our death. And it really bewilders me. Seeing all of us are fighting for justice, I feel confused. Everyone has parents and children, as well as siblings and relatives. If I pierced someone with this spear, it would end many people's peaceful lives. So why do we fight? Would you like to tell me, Marshal Xing? Well, I guess I don't have an answer. I am the cloud that blocks our enemy with the spear. My brothers want to do a deed of merit by driving off enemies, but I only want to guard. I don't want to claim lives, and I only hope we can return home after we win. I guess we can't answer. We will never answer this. It's just something for yourself. We can now go to the cavalry camp where all the horses are raised. Horses are great! Woohoo! Look around.
骑兵是极为宝贵的战争资源，他们能做的事情太多，但培养的成本却太高。
High cost of training? Yes, it is very costly to train horses. Raise and train them. And you also need to train the riders as well. It's not just the horses. Here's the cavalry camp. It only takes a small area, yet the line of stables will hold people in astonishment. War horses are far more precious than human beings here. Wow, what a profound statement. Okay. Yingjian? Yingjian. I don't know his name. I don't have any pinyin, so I can't really pronounce it correctly. Noticing your approach, he halts the horse and leaps down in swift moves. Yingjian, the sergeant of the cavalry camp, is at your service. Man, I really suck at pronouncing some of these words. About your condition. We failed in the surprise attack, but he decides to kiss butt and says, thanks to your intrepid lead against the surrounding enemies. Worst things, you held off the worst. Okay. How much of your men can fight immediately? A large part of us survived under your command. At least 2,000 cavalrymen can be put into the next battle. And you don't need to worry about our morale. We are planning our revenge day and night, and we are all eager to recover Donghe. However, I'm afraid that our mood will fall if the weather keeps worsening. We must attack the enemy sooner. It will be better within 3 days. Okay. However... I am worrying a lot about this place. Some patrolling cavalrymen found an abnormality, and in my opinion, it would pose a threat to our advance. Here, let me explain. The unknown camp. We found a floating bridge in the southwest direction when we were patrolling alongside the river. It was newly built. His face is solemn. There are dense forests at the other side of the river, yet we saw cooking smoke from them. Have you ventured into it for a check? Is it possible that a Guifeng squad positions there and is looking for a chance to attack the rear? I did see a well-defended camp, but it did not fly Guifang's standards, and the garrison there was few. It would be unwise if our action alarmed the enemy. Therefore, the patrolling cavalrymen returned for a report instead of carrying out further investigation. Maybe this is a coincidence, but I'd suggest a thorough investigation to eliminate potential risks. The place is crucial. If those people were hostile and plundered our campsite during our advance, we would lose all of our provisions since there would be no one to guard them. I will go there personally. You make a decision and tell him. We must guarantee the absolute safety for our all-out attack on Donghe. I won't allow the slightest risk in the rear to appear. Let me lead with a squad and go together with you. His tone is a bit anxious. Now that the general attack is imminent, we should guard our marshals against any incident. No need, and don't let this be known among soldiers. You lower your voice. It is a task with much uncertainty. If they know it, they will inevitably have doubts and scruples, and those thoughts will shake the determination in turn. I guess scruples is not quite the correct word here. Right? It's more like doubts and shaken scruples, or lack of scruples, or undermined scruples, right? The scruples are the moral integrity, and those are getting shaken. Please just rest assured, I won't be caught in trouble. So, alright, Marshal Xing, I believe you. But you need 8 hours to travel there, and if you don't return in a day, I must report your plan to the sergeants. So we have a new quest. Interesting. Alright, the stable master. Let's see what he has to say. As you walk to him, the stable master is cleaning a horse with a wooden brush, and the horse seems to be enjoying the grooming as well. Talk. Hey. He says hey. It's so casual, right? Like, wouldn't people be like, hello sir, you know? Or hello ma'am? On taming a savage horse. Alas, it worried me a lot. He begins to pour out his woes. I met a handsome steed after we came here and brought it back under my reins after much time. However, that creature becomes unruly again these days. It is even naughtier than the first time I met it. It not only throws the rider off, it knows hurting us now. How do you tame horses? He displays his whip to you. I count on this. I'll tame even the unruliest beast with it in hand. But why did your tricks fail on this horse? Well, a horse's mind is like a human's. Therefore, you may bring the horse outside and refrain from whipping it. You may as well release it from your reins and confront it with patience. Let the horse run in a designated ground following its nature, and after it grows tired, you may approach it in a friendly way to allow it to be less alarmed. Oh, interesting. So it's Marshal Xing trying to teach this guy about positive reinforcement, or being more gentle on the horse instead of being harsh. We can visit the infantry camp. Let's see. Look around. Yeah.
甲士是军队的绝对主力，不过在有些人看来，他们还有另一个称呼——消耗品。
Consumables. Oh. The infantry camp is the largest camp. Their tents extend for nearly 10 miles, and they consume the largest portion of food as well. You walk through their tents alone. The soldiers are cheerful and in high spirits as they enjoy fresh food. We can talk to a sergeant. Wu Zhao. The sergeant of the infantry camp is here. The man has a medium build and a pair of resolute eyes, and he is always brisk. Noticing you are here, he walks to you with an amicable smile and bows. Alright. Talk. Our 6,000 soldiers are at your service. Okay. I participated in the meeting just now and heard your pertinent analysis with much admiration. Then I returned to the camp and soothed my soldiers, telling them we will soon have a decisive fight against Guifang. He pointed to the meal with his words. Roasted horse meat gives off a warm aroma on a chilly night, making every mouth water. After we got these fresh meats, we roasted them on bonfires. This is the most abundant meal we enjoyed since our departure. He speaks cheerfully, and we are all in high spirits now. Everyone is cheered up by it. Nice. I guess having protein is very important for these soldiers. There's a wrestling contest. Oh, that's like some like EDM music. Oh yeah. It's like ancient. That's pretty funny actually. I guess it kind of translates the mood of this environment. Like, these are people just watching these guys hustling. What are they doing? You point to an open ground not far from here. Soldiers sit down in a circle and are yelling at someone inside of it. Oh, wow, okay. Two barebacked men are fighting in the circle, and one of them, with a big head, brings his opponent down after spotting an opening, earning warm acclaim from the audience. This is a tradition in infantry camps, Wu Shao smiles. We will hold this event in peaceful days. Both of the participants will fight with bare hands in a wrestling contest. Well, I do know what wrestling means, so maybe this is a game for like kids. They don't know what wrestling means, so they gotta have it explained to them. Of course, the wager on this contest is the most attractive part of the game. A sly grin emerges on his face. The audience will put their stakes on the contestant they support. Of course there's always gonna be betting in here. Like, come on, man. Anyone can partake in this? Even moi? Oh, certainly. Do you want to be there, Marshal Sheen? Our contest will be even more wonderful if you are here to fight us too. But as I said, the participants are forbidden from using weapons. There are many excellent fighters with bare hands who won't spare their efforts even facing our marshal, so remember to be careful. I don't really want to do this. I'll take part in the contest after I get other things done. Seems like a good idea. We don't really have the supplies to do random crap. Martial tent. In advance. After knowing the condition of the divisions, we return to the tent. All the signs you see are warnings that your army won't be able to stand any delay before the attack. If you choose to take a rest or get prepared first, your move will be under their anticipation. If you want to turn the tide, you must outwit them and take them by surprise. You inspect the map on the desk and ponder for a long time. Finally, you make your decision, advance immediately for an all-out attack. You just suffered a defeat, and even the cleverest Guifang commander wouldn't think about the possibility of being counterattacked within the same day. That's awkward. Because we have like the weird camp that we need to investigate, so I don't know, we can save, I guess. If we really want to do New Zhao's story, I'd have to like, I don't know, I guess restart the game? Because you can't do the side quest after you finish the main. It might be a glitch, but anyway. So this is the unknown camp.
营帐和炊烟，直觉应该已经告诉你该怎么做了吧？
Your intuition must have told you what to do. Tents and cooking smoke. Okay. This is a dungeon. You come to the mysterious forest, and after pushing the shrub leaves aside, you notice smoke and several tents amid the trees. You order your subordinates to watch from other directions, while you climb to the treetop and approach them from above. However, before you reach a large tree at the side of the camp, you hear a familiar neigh. A horse you tied outside the forest has been captured by soldiers you have never seen, and now they are leading it towards their camp. No. You leap down from the tree without further thought and launch an attack against the returning soldiers. So horses are more valuable than people. I mean, it's not very good that we don't have a lot of, you know, like, I don't know, right? Like, I don't think I can... Like, you need 2 Yangs for this. So it doesn't execute. I mean... Yeah, this is not really useful. I don't know, like... So it's getting kind of tricky, right? Because they, like, do a lot of damage. Because you could sacrifice HP. And then you just... Well... Just re-roll, I guess. Oh my god, none of these are what we need. Oh, there we go. We can defend ourselves and do some damage. That's about the end though. I don't like having all these Yang required moves. Oh my god. So plus 5 damage is only 11. Oh, this is like terrible. Like, none of these die are what I need. You know? I don't know. I guess I just don't have a lot of like, oh my god, dude. Oh.
在死亡面前，希望却是如此不堪一击。
That's pretty random. Yeah. I don't really have a lot of skills, so it's kind of... Oh, we have 2 skill points I didn't spend. That's my fault. I did not spend them. 20% of HP. Dragon blood enhance. Bleeding. I don't think dot damage works with this character because it's like a berserker that uses its HP to do damage. Like, that's not gonna really work. Oh, I see. There's an HP absorption thing that you can do. Robust shield. Killing desire. Flat slash. Deal 4 basic damage 2 times. Deal 7 basic damage. Interesting. Restore HP equaling to 2 times of the dice or tokens cost. Okay, we have a stackable. Oh god, I'm sorry. Flying flag is a basic damage taken. Interesting. Pointed pierce. I don't know what any of this really does. Proud blade? They don't really. Interesting. I mean, if you have this fiery it's not really possible without healing. Like, if you don't have any healing skills, it's kind of bloodthirsty, leaving. Interesting. This passive looks interesting. So you have to balance the healing you get with whatever. Well, 25% of this is about 25% of 100 is a lot, right? It's like 25. I don't know if this is worth it. Or this is worth it. I think this would save. This would save. Okay, we'll try this attack instead, but I mean, this is probably feeble. Probably this attack is better. Solid defense. I don't have anything else, so we'll have to use that and try it.
营帐和炊烟，
Right, we're back in this
直觉应
dungeon.
该已经告诉你该怎么做了吧？
We have to defeat this soldier. Quite risky. What is the having the dragon blood enhance? Okay. Solid defense. can do that. We can do that. Well, you do have to cleave this guy. The Dragon Blood Enhanced didn't do anything. Oh, wait. You need the Bloodthirsty with enhance. Oh, okay, never mind. We can try rerolling, but I don't think it's gonna do anything. Yeah. Okay, so we healed a little bit of HP. Is there like a log? Okay, I didn't notice how much HP we healed. Oh my god, that's terrible. Okay, well we can defend ourselves. Oh, I just screwed that up. Well, we do have to smack him with bleeding. So I don't think the Bloodthirsty works, does it? Or maybe I did this wrong. Yeah, it's possible I did this wrong. Broke the shield. Ugh. Oh my god. This is terrible, this roll. I mean, I might have screwed this up, but I don't know. So it didn't work. I don't know what is.
胜败只在一瞬，生死不过
Okay.
轮回。
So this character just does not have any like. So we might have to do this one. I mean, well, you can restore like 3 plus. I mean, I don't think this. I don't think this is worth it, because you just get a bunch of die and you don't really restore that much. Like if it's twice the die cost, you can sacrifice all 6 and you'll only get like 12 HP. Like that doesn't seem like it does anything. It's better to upgrade this though, because it's more efficient, but we don't have the skill points, so okay, we'll try this again. A different skill set.
营帐和炊烟，直觉应该已经告诉你该怎么做了吧？
Okay, so we have this guy. Roll the die. Oh my god. A lot of this is pretty terrible, but... We can try rerolling it, but we might not get what we want. We want the snake. Nope. Didn't work out. Okay. Okay. And 1 time of basic damage dealt. Okay, that gives you 11. Interesting. So this scales on your max HP, so this is more efficient. Kind of. You can also apply this for free. You might as well keep applying it. Oh, 11. 11 plus 4 is like 15, so it does a lot of damage. Oh my god. Okay, only gives you 10. Interesting. Keep this one. So you can get some better rolls. Okay. This is okay. Alright, that's the end. So I guess this flag skill is a lot better. Okay, I need to reroll this entire set. That's even worse. Oh my god. That's like the worst roll combination ever. What is with this? Oh, what? Okay, we have something. Oh my god, dude. I hate this combination of cards. Man. I guess because I got lucky with one roll, so now they're like, nope. That's not a lot of experience. Okay, well, we eliminated the threat. Oh god. Changfeng keeps a relatively... Changfeng, is that how you say it? Keeps a relatively low profile and maintains a good relationship with the Great Sui. But now they choose to encamp at a crucial position against the Sui army. If they intended not to do harm, they would notice you first rather than acting in secret. Therefore, Changfeng is feigning a friendly stance to deceive you, and they must have reached an agreement with Guifeng for a concerted attack. The hostile soldiers are pressing on as you think about it, their blades drawn out. Apparently they won't leave you here easily. I mean... I don't really have a lot of equipment to wear. Which is a huge problem, because I don't... What? Storage? I don't really have anything. Alright, that's the end of the turn. I'm probably gonna get smacked. Charging? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Wow, you've gotta be kidding me. This is pretty bad. Okay, I don't have any multi-target moves. So, you know. Right, because getting the shield is not gonna do anything. You don't really have a choice. Right, you kind of have to shield yourself. I don't know. I might just end up dead, but you know. Interesting. I'm gonna have to re-roll these two. Might get really unlucky. We'll try one more time. Okay, that's not good luck. Okay, you can try this. It's a bit of a risk. We'll try re-rolling. I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but... Okay, here we go. Okay, we have one down. He's still charging, which is interesting. Reroll. They're both tigers. I have no use for tigers. Okay, well, I guess I can use that. Oh my god. Well, at least this guy has some self-healing capabilities, like, because otherwise you're just like insta-dead. You don't have any self-heals. Okay. Damn, there's like no break in this dungeon. Ooh, cool. Elixirs. Though you cannot wield your halberd freely in the forest, the complex terrain here provides the space to dodge and block. Therefore, your enemies are soon cut down by your incredible prowess. Only a few of them are fleeing to the camp now. My god. I feel like... I have to save here, because it's... You're in a dungeon, right? You can go to the next event. There's another camp and a lot more enemies. Oh my god. This guy has 106 HP. Like... Oh, multiple damage. Oh my god, this is the worst possible roll. Like, this roll is terrible. Okay, this is a little bit better. I mean, kind of. Not really the best. Ugh. Can't really... I don't know, he's probably gonna kill me in like 2 hits. Okay, he does 8 damage total. Interesting. Inflict debuffs. That's not a good sign. We gotta re-roll these. We have something other than the Phoenix. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to do the damage. As much as possible, I guess, in between. Oh, these debuffs look really bad. Try re-rolling the last 2. Alright, that's not a good sign. Just gonna inflict more debuffs. Oh, okay. Well, that's awkward. I could re-roll the other 2, but it might. They're both useless. Okay, that's a little better. We can extend... We can continue to extend the buff and get a little bit of HP, but I don't know how well it's gonna go. The guy's just a tank, like... You know, like, he's just tanky. Huh. this really does anything. These are all pretty useless. Okay. It's kind of interesting he's not debuffing. I guess the AI is not too intelligent. You can spend 15% HP to do more damage. I don't think the risk is worth it, but we'll see. Okay. Can try one more. Nope. Okay, now he's repeating that pattern. I mean, finishing him off would be the best course of action. Right. Okay, so it seems like the strategy overall works, because I can, like, tank my way through, but... yeah, it is pretty risky. Oh, I got a skill point. Nice, now maybe I can do something that's not this. Reconnaissance. Soldiers are calling to you. Probably save. Adjust some skills. Quelling move. Prepare to advance. Flat slash. I don't really like multi-target moves. Right. But yeah, so this would probably be better using this 3 dragon blood type of thing. Piercing, slashing, bleeding. Yeah, this seems to be the best combo I can get for now. Marshal Xing, the camp is larger than we thought, and we are afraid that Qiangfang enemies may be hiding everywhere. He pants heavily. Besides, we guess your fight shortly before has alerted them. Should we retreat now? You shake your head at his proposal. We cannot lose the chance to attack them. So you call several more soldiers to your side and order them to set fire in all directions with their tinder. Let's see, fire is very effective. You're not afraid of fighting against them on the battlefield if Qiangfang troops return to Guifang's camp. Your soldiers nod at your order and walk in different directions. Here! You hear shouts before they can leave the place. Soon there is a series of footsteps on the fallen leaves approaching rapidly. You go first. You order the soldiers to scatter and hold your halberd horizontally against the enemies. Oh. It's more like, shoo, go first. Anyway. Line breaker. Okay, we've got a little bit more HP to work with. That makes it easier. Oh, I could probably wear some items, actually. I should have equipped some of my gear, but... Okay, I think first is this. Next... Oof. That is a very hefty cost. Okay. Probably the end. Ouch. Why does that guy do so much damage? Could do more damage, or he can add more debuffs. I think we'll have to re-roll the others. Okay, this is a very good roll. I think we'll do this. That's the end of the turn. I like the tree, the ginkgo tree in the background. I don't know why this first guy does so much damage. It's like, and the other one just doesn't do any. Oh my god, this is a bad rule. Like, that is so bad. Oh my god, it's even worse. Okay, we'll do this one. We re-roll. You could do this and give yourself a shield. I don't know if that was worth it, but interesting, the block. I wonder if the block is like an immunity. Actually, wait. I have to re-roll the because we have two yings, which is, oh my god, this is like the worst. Okay, whatever. Terrible rolls. Don't know, no big deal. So this guy only does like 7, or was it 8 damage? 8, 9? Well, 3, 12, yeah, 9 damage. Oh my goodness. They're like the worst rolls in the history of rolls. Huh, like these are actually terrible. Okay, well. Oh my god, he broke the shield. Well, 20 is a little... The reroll. Oh my god, this is terrible. Okay, there we go. This may not be worth it. Oh shit! What? How did that happen? Okay, well... I didn't mean to cast it, but I guess I have to. I really need, like... something to take care of these Yangs, because they're not helpful at all. Okay. Amid the deafening battle cries and the daring attacks, your army eliminates the enemies in front and charges at their formation. And you need to try your best to distract the enemies from detecting the soldiers who are dispatched to set fire. This is like a very harsh gauntlet of attacks after attacks. We should probably put on a couple of gear. Like, weapons. We can put on a dagger. I guess a dagger is better than nothing. Helmet. Totem. Need to be level 6 for that. So we have another. Oh my god, dude. I guess you're supposed to grind to like level up. I don't know if fighting against 3 is a good idea. Okay. It's gonna be really risky, but might have to do it. Look, we have to attack this guy first, and then pick him. If we reroll and we get a tiger, we could do a little bit of damage. Okay, well, I might just die. Getting attacked by like 3 people. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die here. I wonder if this is just like you need a lot of grinding. Okay, that helps. We could try re-rolling that last one, but okay. Yeah, I think we have to attack him. I don't know if I'll be able to tank the damage. Oh god. Like, that's a lot of damage. You can re-roll the other die. Okay, we'll just continue to do damage, I think. I think I've already used all of these. Okay, that's the end of the turn. Guys just gonna do mega attack. He's so tanky, man. Like, so this helps with the yings to be. Oh, okay. Okay, that's nice. I think this would help here, but... Need to reroll everything. Okay, here we go. Right. This is difficult. Alright, we can try rerolling the last one. Nope. Pretty useless. Okay. We have to do as many instances of little damage as possible to heal up, so that's basically the strategy. As many instances as possible, little damage. You know, death by paper cuts, that's the plan. Oh my god. I mean, we have to reroll that. Got another snake. Gotta reroll this entire set. Okay. This is pretty good. Okay, I think that's all. He keeps breaking the shield, it's really irritating. Oh my god, this is like the worst outcome. We'll try the high damage. Then we'll see if we can get a more useful last die, like this one. Nice. Okay, that works out fine. We leveled up! Woohoo! Ooh, free elixirs. There's still another battle. Okay. Fight and another fight. The red sheen flowing through your blade also lights up your dragon blood. The desire to fight hides in the depths of your veins, and now you feel it is erupting like a volcano. Oh my god, this is like the 4v1. Having a single target focus might not be so great. But I don't have any other... I didn't really adjust my skills yet, so... I have to redo this. Oh, it's the worst. Okay, I think the first one is the most dangerous. Okay, and then we have another attack we can do. Is fine. It's the end of this round. They're both charging. Oh my god, I might not live. Okay, we'll do a shield. Oh my god, need to pierce. Okay, we have a tiger. That's good. I think we will stall with this guy. And that's the end. I hit the wrong guy! Oh my god. Whatever. That's just annoying. Oh my god, I hit the wrong... Whatever. Okay, we have a... None of these are useful. Alright, we'll just put that on him. So they're both charging, so they won't attack this turn. But... that means I'll have to restore my HP, like, ASAP. Reroll that one. Okay, that's a pretty good result. We could pierce him. Would do the shield. I have to reroll the last three. Yes. Alright, he's dead. We'll just do damage to that guy. We have enough HP, we can go for it. He's still charging. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Okay, it's still a yin. Pretty not useful. I can reroll the other three. Oh, this is so bad. I mean... okay, we'll just do this way. Okay, so far this strategy seems to work well. There's not really too many downsides to it. No. Blood splashes on your face as another enemy falls down before you. You fight solely under the instinct of your dragon blood until the fire and smoke you expected appear. It's time to leave. Oh, there's a boss fight. Damn, what? I mean... Okay, I can put on this trinket and I get some phoenixes. I also have a couple of skills I can use. For every time you actively deal damage, you can restore HP. I don't like the chance though. We have a lot of passive skills, but like a multi-target skill. Yeah, I guess you would change this for the dungeon to make the grinding a little bit easier. Flying flag, too feeble. I think this one is better, but then you don't have anything to use the phoenixes with, right? Like this character uses mostly green dragon, so I would need something like this to use up my excess phoenixes. Could get a passive. Or just have more healing. We should not need healing. But this is not good. Quelling move. I mean, it's a good way to like use up the phoenixes. This is probably better for dot damage is probably better for boss fights because it's sustained. Why does it cost yangs? Vengeance doesn't do anything. Okay, we'll try this. See if that does anything. A huge tree falls down towards you. No time to dodge. With a shout, you lift the halberd above your head and chop at the trunk with all of your might. Crack! A breaking sound rings out, with shattered shards as the sheer force splits the huge trunk. The dust soon disperses, revealing two fierce, roaring war elephants, their ears flapping. You are astonished by the scene. It seems that Changfeng has managed to tame such an imposing beast as war mounts. There's two elephants or just one? I mean, thank goodness it's just one elephant, but like, I mean, anyway, we'll see. We have a lot of passives. Okay. I don't like this. You can get rid of it. Okay, we have a lot of useless phoenix tokens. I'm gonna have to think about this. So we could hit him with that. We hit him with a piercing. And also these two, because we just need to recover HP. Probably the best move. We have 2 solid defenses. That seems... Okay, I think that's the end of the turn. Trample. This is a pretty OP passive. What the heck? I already got 2 stacks of it. Well, that's bad. Having a Ying. Got another Phoenix. I mean... we'll just keep stacking the flag. Probably use this chant. And then go for it. Continue stacking shields. We can reroll and try to get another- oh, I forgot to save. Okay, well, that's useless. Trample, take 9 special damage. What's that passive every time actively dealing damage? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good passive with this build. We need to stop doing this. Okay. Apply it again. Piercing. Stone dagger. Fiery chant. Put myself with the shield. We can lock this. We can try to roll for another Yang. Oh, it worked. Interesting. What? Why is that passive so, like... interesting? Having a higher stack of Bloodthirsty is probably pretty helpful. Yeah, I don't think I need this debuff forever, but I have nothing else to do with it. Probably just attack. Do me a solid. Okay. Not useful. Roll again. There we go. Oof. Ooh. That is a lot of damage. Oh my god. We have to reroll that Yang. Okay, we can definitely do some damage there. We might have to end it. Right, the shield. Do some damage. New Hope. I forgot to save the Yang roll. Okay, well, we just have to roll all of them. Okay, we didn't get it. Oops. Those debuffs are very painful. Okay, well, this should be fine, right? One elephant is down? I think there's another one though, that's an issue. Got a golem armor. Oh. Let's see. I think that's the end. Okay, so we're done with this dungeon. North Army's camp. There's nothing else to do. Quartermaster has stuff. I mean, we might be able to buy stuff. Right. Weapons. One-handed. Can't afford any of these weapons. This sucks. Well, we can look at our gear. We don't have a helmet, so... Right, this is a level 12 helmet. Multi-target. We should buy stuff though, if it's possible. Because it'll help a lot. Probably this one is the best one. We can try the wrestling part. Take off your armor and put on a daily suit before following Zhao into the crowd. The man on the ground seems to have defeated all of his opponents, and he is displaying his muscles to the audience. He is nicknamed Big Hammer, and he has won several contests successively. He is the strongest among us. Hey, Big Hammer, we've got you a new opponent. With the shout, Zhao pushes you into the ground before you can think. You have taken off your marshal's armor now. Under the dim light of bonfires, he doesn't recognize you and takes you as another ordinary challenger. Come on, I'll be the final winner no matter how many opponents I'll fight. Big Hammer shouts out as he lowers his body. Then he begins his charge like a hunting tiger. Oh my god, it's like clothless. It changed the appearance of the profile picture. Punch to ribs. Basic damage. Shoulder throw. Destroy all shield of the target. Parry. Immune to X hits of attack damage. Combo punches. It's pretty funny. Oh my god, it's a Yang. Ah, that's gonna suck. We don't have any shields. We got to roll again. None of this does anything. That's the end of the round. I guess if you have 50 HP, it's kind of unfair. I mean, having a weapon in hand, like, they could have at least, like, taken the weapon away from the image, because it looks kind of awkward. I feel like people would be able to tell if you're half dragon just by looking at you. I already lost 20 HP. Yep, we're gonna parry. That's the end of the round. Oh, it's just the question mark. It's like, what is he doing? I don't know. What is he doing? Oh, I get kind of lucky. Oh dear. That's pretty OP. I mean, this character's literally half dragon. I don't know if it's fair to put them against a human being. Ouch! My goodness! You bring down Big Hammer in a scream. You defeated such a strong enemy after only a few rounds. The soldiers marvel at your prowess, and your dragon blood begins to boil as well. The wrestling kindles the desire to fight in your blood. The audience only recognizes you at this moment. To your surprise, they burst out a warmer acclaim instead of becoming shy. Our Marshal Xing is here. The invincible Marshal Xing is here. I'm itching to have a fight with you after watching your competition, Marshal Xing. Wu Zhao has taken off his armor sometimes before, and now he steps into the ground and is poised. Woohoo! Sergeant Wu is here! Oh my god. The soldiers cheer more enthusiastically. The man who won 5 successive contests. Let's see his fight again after leaving the ground for a whole year. Wu Zhao grins as he takes a battle stance. Be careful, Marshal Xing. I'm more formidable than the Big Hammer. So he just comes right in. Oh my god. He looks puny, but he's not. Okay. He's good at shielding, so it looks like... Oh my... Looks like this is my only option. To break his shield and punch him in the ribs. Oof. That RNG is pretty sad. Oh my god. That does a lot of damage. I feel bad. This guy's kind of old, you know? Like... Oh wow, that's pretty lucky. Pretty sure doing 4 combo punches is a bit overkill. But, oh god, that's not a good look. Wow. Marshal Xing, your strength and skill are unparalleled. I am glad to have you as my opponent. Who's next? You're excited by the fighting and are provoking the audience as Big Hammer did. But nearly all of them are unwilling to fight you after witnessing Big Hammer and Wu Zhao's defeats. Oh god, this guy has red eyes. I'll challenge you. A crisp voice comes from a corner, and the next moment you see a tiny figure leaping into the ground. You are astonished by the opponent. The soldier is a woman. His Majesty only conscripted men. How come a woman has joined our army? But our marshal is a woman too. She raises her slender eyebrows as she asks you, with a calm tone, if a woman is prohibited to be a soldier, why could she be a marshal? Well, I mean, 'cause she's half dragon? Like, come on, man. So we're gonna fight this other woman. Alright, it's a showdown. Agile. Chance to block one-time basic damage. Interesting. I might have to get rid of it. This ain't so good. I think that's the end of my turn. She only blocks. Interesting. We could have a parry. We'll re-roll and see if we get lucky. Nope. Okay, we did get the 2 yangs. This is the ultimate attack. I guess the agile didn't do anything. Oh, we got some cleansing items. Her swift steps and moves are indeed troublesome to you. However, you spot a flaw in her actions with your battle instinct and finally bring her down with a forceful blow. The soldiers yell out in alarm. It seems that your last strike really hurts, yet she still stands up after enduring the pain with gritted teeth. The opponent then looks at you, and an admiring expression replaces the resolution in her eyes. Marshal Xing is indeed formidable. I am defeated. She bows to you with folded hands and turns to leave in brisk steps. Any other opponents? Wu Shao walks into the ground and looks at the audience. However, all soldiers are convinced by your prowess, and no one answers his calling now. Alright, the winner tonight is Marshal Xing. Wu Shao lifts up your arm and announces the result of the wrestling contest. The soldiers applaud cheerfully on your victory. I mean, how do people not recognize her? She looks very distinct. Maybe have like magic that allows you to disguise yourself as a human being. And please take this, Marshal Xing. It is the prize that we've prepared for the winner. The girl who joined us is Lia Ying. You may speak to her if you are interested in her past. Level up! Big hammer. Oh my gosh. The bulky man has a head larger than others. Big head dude? Alright. Combined with his strong build, you know why he got this nickname at first sight. What do you want? He shouts out. That's not the right tone of voice. It'd be like, what do you want? He shouts out without looking back, but no one answers him after a long time. He turns to see who's behind him, and after seeing you are here, he begins to scratch his head embarrassedly. Oh, well, hey, Marshal Xing. Greetings. Greetings, why are you here? You smile at his candidness. Soldiers do not know much about etiquette, and it would be quite boring if they all became polite and gentle someday. I heard they all call you Big Hammer. Yep, this is nonsense. Someone called me that the first year I joined the army, and it became my tag ever since. The man yells with indignance. Oh my god, I can't say this word. I'm not a Big Hammer, I'm Wang Binghui. I see. You think for a moment and smile with unrestrainable joy. Alright, Big Hammer. Just keep calling him the objectifying name. I see why he's frustrated. Ye Ying is the Mulan of this troop. You could barely recognize the feminine build before she took off her uniform. She sits silently beside the bonfire and seems to be lost in thought. I have half Guifang blood. She begins to speak without looking at you. Guifang enemies plundered my homeland. They killed men and captured women, including my mother. Those demons raped her as they did— oh my god, wow. However, my mother did not surrender to desperation and found a chance to flee. She was 3 months pregnant at that time. The girl stirs the bonfire and sees the sparks drifting out from crackling firewood. Then I was born. This is a very long story. She then married a man in our village who became my father. I had 2 younger brothers since then, and we lived a simple yet not so hard life. She shakes her head, gently, but maybe our luck deserted us. When I was 15, my father was seriously ill and couldn't support himself with his legs. Then our field was left uncultivated since no one could plow it. Then we heard oh my god. Then we heard the conscription order, but we only had an elderly man confined to his bed and 2 boys in our family who were less than 10 years old. She turns to you and looks into your eyes. You notice the deep sorrow in her face. I dressed up as a man and took the order. Then I managed to deceive the officer and join the North Army. I decided to do so for my family and for the thousands of families in the North. Please assure me, Marshal, we will win the battle and drive off Gu Feng, right? You hold her hand in yours and loosen her grip. Amid frostbite wounds and calluses, you can discern her originally fair skin. You meet her eyes with a firm look. Yes, I assure you, we will win. Okay. Kind of like a Mulan, but instead of just one elderly family, she has like 2 brothers that she didn't want to send off. Ah, that's kind of tragic, right? You can spar with the charioteers, but I don't know if we should waste time sparring with them. I mean, you can get rewards, right? If you beat people up. Golem armor, level 8. Skills. Having a multi-target move would be nice, but I do have the gear that makes me end up using this. I mean, you kind of need this, like... Right, but... because this helps with the buffing, and since I have an excess of Phoenix tokens every time I go around, I need something to spend it on. I mean, we could fight the charioteers. We're 1 level below, but if it gains experience, it would help with the battle, right? You change your arms into blunt weapons and the spar will soon begin. Oh god. You're sparring with a war machine. Counterattack. Deal 10 special damage to a random target when you are attacked. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Alright, we'll have to use this first. Then I'll have to use this. Oh, I did this wrong. Okay, I'll have to shield myself. It's a pretty good roll, all things considered. Right. And then we'll try to get a stone dagger for the healing bonus. Oof. That's the end of the turn for me. Oof. That hurts a lot. I mean, they just like stick an arrow into the knee, man. Oh my god. This is like the worst roll. Okay, well, we'll use this. We'll probably use piercing. We can re-roll the last 3. Okay, that's not too bad. And re-roll the last die. See if we that is the end of the turn. And they just ram you. Oh my god. Getting ran over by a tank. I mean, I guess it's kind of hacks using gear from your past life. Quelling. Wait, let me see. Oh, okay, the dragon blood is pretty useful. You get a little bit of experience. Oh, interesting. You tried hard to defend yourself at the beginning. However, as the spar goes on, you familiarize with the chariot's fighting rhythm. Then, after noticing a flaw in their moves, you deliver a decisive strike and defeat them. A lingering fear still haunts you after you win. If not for the dragon blood that renders you inexhaustible, you may already have been crushed like an ordinary soldier. Well, so we still lost. The 3 charioteers exchange a frustrated look. Don't be discouraged. The chariot is a powerful weapon, and the smooth cooperation of you 3 makes it even more formidable. You pat on their shoulders. Alright, I can say with certainty that no one would even win against you in Guifang. In the Guifang army, I guess. Our Marshal Xing is indeed invincible. They look at you and murmur in awe as you leave. Cool, we finished the quest. We get some experience. I'm not really sure how this game... I mean, I'm not sure what else to do. Like, you could level up to get access to more, things. It's kind of grindy, though. Like, that's the part I don't really like, is how grindy it is. We save. There's a lot of saves here. Okay. I mean, if we go to the unknown camp... Oh, you can't grind it out. You're already done. I think, I've done all the quests that I can. We'll have to go north. Oh, oops. I meant go to Donghe Camp Town. A general attack on Donghe.
听啊，战斗的号角已然吹响。
Horn of the fight has been sounded. That's very ominous. I see. Oh, it's a new dungeon. All right, we're gonna go to the first event.
降雪会拖慢行军的速度，也能掩盖行进的痕迹。
Oh, how poetic. The snow may hamper the march, but it may as well wipe away the soldiers' tears. Your army set off under the command at midnight. The morning star is shining high above the northeastern sky, amid the falling snow, becoming a beacon for your troops. Your soldiers are advancing in the snow. Their armors are covered by a muddy and icy layer of frost. However, no one is complaining about it. They just grit their teeth as they move forward rapidly. Languidly, more like, in the snow, right? I mean, you can't really move rapidly in a blizzard. Like, that's almost impossible. I mean, maybe not impossible, but just really difficult to do, you know? Finally, you see the profile of Donghe town, far on the horizon at dawn. You order your troops to station in a hidden valley against the wind to receive the army provisions behind and prepare for the next attack. You walk around and inspect their work. As you arrive at the col at the border of the camp, You hear a faint tune from a reed flute that is nearly covered by the wind through the valley's opening. Wow, there's even someone playing. The marching band is still playing in this condition. You know it is a means of communication among most of the foreign tribes in the north. If enemy scouts are here, your upcoming attack will probably fail. With this thought in mind, you approach the sound immediately. The flute players seem to have noticed the danger as well. The intermittent sound suddenly pauses, and without time to think, you hold the halberd horizontally and rush there. Run! Sway soldiers have spotted us! I mean, I can't voice act this. It's like, run! The Sway have spotted us! It's kind of like... Oh, wait, that would be from the perspective of the scouts. Two men in Guifang uniforms emerge behind a snow-covered slope and flee hastily. You sneer at their futile attempt. If you let them escape, you would shame your army with your incompetence. Oh, okay. It's time to kick their butts. Oiled soles of feet. Oh, okay. Chance to block 1 basic damage. I did not change to a multi-target build, so... You know, I keep forgetting to do that kind of thing, which is kind of sad. Okay. So the general strategy, as always... Wait a minute. I mean, who's more threatening? The high HP guy? I guess so. We'll just beat him up. As much as possible. Can definitely attack him with that. Well, if we do damage... He dodged something. Right, because having the shield will be very helpful, and then we'll just have to hope we get a yang from one of the other 2 rolls. Oh nice, we got 2 yangs. This is gonna work very well. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. I mean, I guess it didn't really do that much damage. It's gonna take a bit of effort to get him to lower his HP. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so that's the end of that turn. Oh, why did I roll that? Oh, good to see that something could happen. Anything can happen, you know? Just have, like, cool stuff. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds very painful. So this guy casts a shield on the other dude. I mean, he's like a... I guess common sense would be to attack the archer in the back first. Okay. We'll use the buff. It's very useful. We don't need the flying flag, but... I mean, might as well, because there's nothing else to... Actually... Maybe not. We could give ourselves a defense. And attack him. Then we would attack him. And attack him. He dodged it. Attack him. There's really nothing else to do. I mean, that's the end of that turn. Yeah. Smack. Smack. Oof. Damn, that's like a -18 attack. Okay, this is the cheapest attack that would get rid of him. This would give you a lot of resolute. We'll put the debuff on him. And then we will attack him with the piercing. Oh, then we should get rid of that. That's a good die to keep. Reroll, let's see what we get. Solid defense, very useful. Those two are not useful, but okay, we have 2 yangs, so that would allow us to do damage. We might as well use that. Since we have a good buffer of HP, so we don't have to worry too much. Oh, Jesus, like, that squishy sound is so gross. It's like oh. Like, oh my god. Reroll, reroll, reroll. God damn it, we got 2 gangs. It's not looking good. Okay, the reroll didn't work. So we'll just keep buffing ourselves. It's kind of like an infinite loop almost. We can attack him. And then he dodged. That's disappointing. We can try re-rolling for a yang, but we might not get it. Nope, we didn't get it. Alright, well, we'll just do that. Kind of useless, but might as well. Okay. I think we should be able to hit him with Stone Dagger. Damn, that does like 20 damage. Like, okay. That's a pretty overpowered buff. New skill point. Captured alive. Their way is soon blocked by your unstoppable halberd. The 2 scouts, who have lost all confidence from the fight, are knocked down in an instant and are struggling on the ground. You seize one of them in his collar and speak emotionlessly. Answer what I ask when we are back. Or... Blood splashes on the snow. The other scout is dead, his chest pierced by your halberd. Wow, that's pretty threatening. You feel the scout in your hand is quivering under the fear of death. Then you stun him with a heavy punch without looking at his face, and carry him to your camp after binding him in swift moves. So we just kidnap this informant. Alright, that makes sense. That's a good strategy.
令人服从的东西有2种，恐惧或智慧。
Obedience may be won by 2 things, intimidation or inspiration. I guess that's kind of like deep. I'm 14 and this is very deep. Deal with the captive. Okay, so you bring the Guifang captive back. After ordering several commanders and sergeants to leave you alone, you walk to your tent to find a means to deal with him. Guifang is no longer the isolated foreign tribe in the Sui people's memory. From the ignominious, I can't, how do you pronounce that? Okay. From the ignominious death of Qingfeng to your first defeat in Donghe, and even to the arrangement of scouts into the valley, all signs indicate that they have learned a lot, except for plundering and harassing. And their seemingly trivial actions in the frontier these years were carried out for resources and reconnaissance. Those efforts have finally led to this invasion, an all-out offensive. Qingfeng was titled the first general, and though his old age impaired his fighting capacity, he was a veteran commander with unparalleled experience on battlefields. What are you planning? What you are planning must have been tried by him, and given that the enemies have been well prepared, you can hardly outwit them by ordinary methods. You look at the tightly bound captive again. Oh god, I need a breath. Perhaps what you can get from him will be the key to turning the tide. How will you interrogate the captive? What? What does this symbol mean? Intimidate him, put him to torture, or swindle him. I mean, maybe I can look this up in the dictionary, try to figure out what that character means. I'm gonna look it up real quick. It's just one character. I can write it. Oh, it means difficult. Okay, this is the difficult option. I mean, torturing seems kind of mean. You know? Like... let's see. Oh, sorry for streaming and not responding. I don't have my chat, like... whatchamacallit, like... I don't have my chat. I didn't configure it to the, Sorry, I'm looking at the chat, like, somehow I didn't get it you know, it's kind of annoying how YouTube doesn't have... It's kind of annoying how YouTube doesn't have, like, a nice chat interface. Like, my thing was filtered to only show top chats instead of the latest. Like, what does that even mean? Like, how is it better to show nothing rather than something, right? If there's only one message, that is the top message, but... Anyway, thanks for, checking it out. Yeah, you should go get this game if you like, just rolling die and staring at cute pictures. Like, cute pieces. That just sounds weird. Okay. Let's just try the hard option, and figure this out. You splash a barrel of melted snow onto his face. Though your tent is warm, the bone-chilling cold still wakes him up. Wow. Okay. With the muffled sound of the halberd thumping on the ground, you walk to him in your full armor and look down at him from a height. Ah, yes, just the... Okay, I don't think this intimidation attempt is gonna work, but... whatever. Just... bad. Ooh. Your silence fails to intimidate him. A stubborn look emerges on his face. Blech. He spits to the ground. Anyway, that's pretty funny. What is this? This is like Hawktois? Is that the meme that everyone's like going with these days? Damn you, sway beasts. Kill me if you like, and I won't tell you anything. Well, you can torture him or swindle him. I mean, torturing isn't really that fun. Right? I mean, you can swindle... I don't know, swindle him? The crackling bonfire warms his stiff and frozen body again, as senses gradually come back to the man. A warmth crawls from behind his ears and envelopes him with a comfortable tingle. And as the Guifang captive opens his eyes, he finds with utter astonishment that he has been untied. Ah, show him some mercy. You lead him to his seat politely and provide him with fragrant roasted meat and mellow liquor. You then tell him that you don't want to fight Guifang to the end, and that you are planning a peace negotiation for a solution acceptable to both sides. Oh, this is like the good cop, bad cop type of routine. Like this is like what you do if you're like a detective, right? You find someone who you highly suspect is the culprit, and then you buy him like McDonald's. And then right, you give him McDonald's, and then he calms down, he or she, you know, before an interrogation, and you just kind of like show a very empathetic face, and you're like, you know, like, I know this is a very frustrating time for you, you're a captive, you know, you would expect your captors to treat you like a prisoner, but I don't think you're actually a prisoner, right? His suspicion was finally dispelled after you presented him with a fake peace letter. I wonder who's the lad who thought of this technique, because I have not been thinking about this at all. I mean, I'm not involved in any criminal justice system, so I wouldn't think about this. So anyway, he tells you the name of the Guifang general. His name is Mia Tu, and he is nicknamed 1 against 10,000 because of his experience and supreme power. As for the captive himself, he is in the squad of scouts who are responsible for escorting rations and forage and gathering information. He also says that he cannot report your intention to Miyatu, due to his low rank. However, he may inform his sergeant on the matter and ask him to arrange for it. Oh yeah, we're arranging peaceful negotiations. You are much delighted, yet you keep your face calm and cold. You feign an embarrassed look as you reluctantly agree to his request to meet the sergeant first. Escorting rations and forage. A casual smile emerges in your mouth corner. The chance finally comes. You walk out of your tent and lift a torch amid a blinding blizzard. Time to deliver a lethal strike to Guifang today. Oh, it's very sneaky. So I guess it's better to be nice to people?
再有把握的行为，背后也有看不见的危险。
Even the most confident encounter or step might encounter unforeseen dangers. To avoid suspicion, you decide to go to the appointed place alone, only bringing with you several dry torches dipped in pine oil. Okay, no guards. Interesting. I don't know if not bringing a single guard is a good idea, but okay. You reach a slope outside Donghe town after less than 2 hours. There are indeed camps and torches, as well as the guarding sergeant, who seems to have waited here for a long time. He may come for negotiation at first sight, but you notice armored soldiers hiding in corners after only a brief glance. They will probably never allow you to escape here alive, no matter what you may get from the talk. Okay. Tell me what you can offer. The sergeant is speaking with a mocking smile as he stands at some distance, his hands hiding in his pockets. I see you are well prepared. That's good. You look around coldly at the hidden soldiers, and the next moment your eyes are lit up with fury. None of you shall leave here. Okay, well, negotiations didn't work. It looks like the enemy had the same thought about tricking you. I mean, that's life, I guess? You might want the fiery chant. I keep forgetting to, like, give myself, I keep forgetting to, like, put on, the multi-hit moves because the single target moves are pretty inefficient. That's okay. Roll and see if we get the correct guy, but I don't know if we're gonna get it. Oh, that's very lucky. Alright. That's the end of the turn? Smack, smack, oof. Oof. That sounds very painful. Man, every time it goes like squish, squish, squish. Is this crow part of the guy's face, or is that part of the background? I thought this guy had a crow pet. I guess it's not his pet. Let's see. I guess I should keep doing this. You can stab him. Definitely get that archer down. Okay, but if those guys keep buffing everyone, it's gonna be a lot harder to like, yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of the vanguard, I guess, the shield guys. I'll just give myself a basic. I've ran out of moves. Okay, I think that's the end of the turn. Oh man, bro. I think, the passive doesn't work. Right? Actively dealing damage. Like, why doesn't it? Oh, it's because I didn't do damage, that's why. I'll have to buff myself. Then... I don't think it's right to do damage yet. Because I don't have the cards. Right, because it's kind of a risk. You could re-roll this. Just to see what you get. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, we'll end it. Smack. Smack. Okay. This enemy will gain shield. Oh my god, I don't want that shield guy. I need to re-roll that useless. Okay, well, we have a dead die. Let's see. It's definitely... Will this be enough? Okay, that's enough to kill him. I'm not sure which shield guy is more dangerous. I think... Will they shield if they already have a shield? I already used this. Okay. Well, that's the end. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll this guy. Definitely need a fluttering flag applied to you. Get some damage done and some defense on our side. We will have to re-roll the other moves. Oof, that is not good. Round 5. Yeah, that archer's bad news, because the bloodthirsty doesn't really seem to do much. Oh, I mean, you have to hit him. You have to hit him a few times. We could use that. And use that to get the super shield. We could hit him. And then hit him. And then we save them. We try to re-roll the other 3. 2 Yangs, which is very good. Well, we can attack this, attach this onto him. And that is the end of the turn. I think he's gonna smack me. Oof. Okay, we're now done with the archer. Those should be really easy. We have to re-roll the Yang because it's kind of annoying. We broke his shield with a cheap attack. We can extend his flying flag debuff. And then smack him the piercing. Then we'll just have to re-roll the other die and see if we can get something useful. None of them are very useful. Okay, so we only have this. A shield. That's okay. Roll. Okay, well that's great. I'm gonna reroll that one. Wow, that's a lot of phoenixes. Phoenixes are not that useful, so we're gonna attack him. We're gonna reroll everything. I don't know how I feel. We're gonna just reroll, hopefully. We didn't get a Yang. Okay, well. Oh, he gets hit by a auto attack. Or retaliation attack, I guess. So Zhao got some experience. There we go. Yeah! That's really... I'm sorry, that's just funny. Your dragon blood begins to boil with your growing fury. You concentrate your power on the halberd and wield it with unstoppable force. Anyone who dares to stand against your blades will fall. You hear the sound of cutting flesh at your side. Under your halberd, the sturdy muscles and the firm bones are all like halved bean curds, soft and fragile. Oh my god. Man, this author really is making the comparisons to food. Blood splashes towards your face, yet you have dashed out of a distance of 100 steps, seeing your enemy's blood gushing out and seeping into the earth under your feet. If someone happened to look at the camp from Donghua town, they would notice a dazzling golden light flowing across the place in a spiral course, like the trail of a furious and majestic dragon. What ensues is a terrifying, raging fire. Report to Mia 2! Our rations caught fire! Oh, boss time. What? I mean, should I change my build? If it's... okay, I have 1 skill point. I don't know if a boss fight is a single... I assume it's single target. You could have a multi-target move, but... piercing, slashing... I mean, I don't have anything else right now. This could round out my weaknesses. I'm level 8. I can put on this armor now. Ooh, golem armor. For every time you actively deal damage, deal additional damage equaling to 20% of your shield. Alright, we'll just go to the boss fight and see what happens.
这将会是你致命的一击吗？我拭目以待。
Guifang's stored rations are all burned to ashes by you as you return to your camp. Then you gather your troops for an upcoming attack. 1 against 10,000? You sneer at the nickname. No matter what skill Miatu possesses, he shall be kneeling down before you today. With the beats of military drums, your troops begin to advance. War horses tread on the boundless snowfield with the rolling chariots, and above them, your army standards are fluttering, displaying the fiery red word, Sui, as you march towards Donghe. This is what the Sui woman did. Miatu takes a look at the confused Guifang troops behind him, and his eyes are glaring with hate. I'll pay you 100-fold for the victory that you got here. He grits his teeth as he draws out his blade. Then he orders his subordinates, hear me! Abandon Donghe town and cross the river to retreat west. General Miatu, we have no time. Seeing the imposing Sui army approaching, a Guifang soldier speaks in desperation. No dissent! Miatu cuts the soldier's head and lifts it into the air as he yells to his troops. I'll bring up the rear for you. Anyone who dares to defy me will end up like this. Okay. Dude just cuts off the soldier's head for desertion. Anyway, I guess, like, it's kind of interesting, because I don't think a common soldier would be speaking out. I mean, maybe they don't have formal military training, but I feel like they don't really speak out in the middle of a battle. As you reach the battlefield, you see a large number of Guifang soldiers retreating towards the river. Miatu, as well as his bodyguards, are confronting you. Round 1? Fight? Okay. Oh, so it was a good idea to get a AoE move. Since there's a bunch of bodyguards, yeah. This enemy will inspire all allies. Okay, we have the useless die. We try to re-roll it. I don't know what to do. I think, we're gonna have to sacrifice HP to get the... start getting the buffs. This guy's dangerous. We'll probably shield. And then we can stab him. And then pierce him. He's almost dead. Well, we'll just re-roll and see if we get the... if we get the roll. If we don't, then we'll just have to deal with it. Okay. Yep, time to deal with it. Okay, so he died to the counterattack. Oh dear. I don't like this. I don't have any debuff skills. Like, I'm just gonna have to tank it, I guess. Oh no. It's another useless die. It just went back. Okay, well, re-roll didn't work. Alright, we'll do the fiery chant because I don't think I have a choice, really. We have to build up stacks as much as possible. Because of the armor, that gives you a lot of passive damage. I don't think this is worth it. Okay, I think it's worth it actually. We'll attack both of them. It's difficult. Okay, that was the right choice. We got rid of the bodyguard. There's... Oh, we can try for the tiger and see if we can attack the tiger, but we might not get it. Nope. That is the end of the turn? Okay. Oof. Maimed. Should be okay. A lot easier with gear and stuff. Like, I wouldn't have suspected this to be, Okay, since we still have a good amount of shielding, we should be okay to keep buffing ourselves. Then we apply the fluttering flag debuff. I guess we'll shield ourselves. And then stone dagger, yeah, we'll smack him with that. Oof, that does a lot of damage. We can save that. Oh, we can also exchange. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna try and reroll. Yeah, I think this is the best option. I mean, this apparently has the effect of one-shotting someone if you can build up 9 stacks of dragon's blood, but I feel like realistically, you would need like a different build. And it's also just way too dependent on RNG because you need the 2 yangs, you know? Like, that's very specific. Right, like you don't get tokens that are yang tokens, you know? You have to roll 2 yangs. We'll change that later, I think. Yeah, I think I'll just continue doing this. Okay. Just get 83 shield. Can do piercing damage. And then 2 of these. I mean, it's hard because you can do 10 damage or 9. This would only do 9. Yeah. Oh, wait. Actually, I think it would be better if I did this. Victory. Woohoo. We killed the boss. Vial of Dudes. One-handed. Restore 20% of lost HP. Mewtwo parries the lethal strike from your halberd with all of his might, yet his wrists are sore and limp under the force, and the webbings between his thumb and index fingers are torn apart. Shoot them! A hail of arrows falls from the sky following the yell, and your armored soldiers protect you behind their shields. But your defense delayed you. Mewtwo has galloped out of your sight. Marshal Xing, shall we chase him? Go ahead. Let's advance to Shihe and cut this barbarian's head as a forever warning. A permanent warning. I don't know how to voice act, I'm sorry. Okay. Looks like we're done with this. We can try adjusting some of this, right? So these bracers gain killing desire when your active skills cost HP. Probably better to wear that. You can have a stone dagger. The skills are the same. I think it depends on the build that you go for. Right, if you have a passive that applies flying flag when you attack, kinda nice, but it's because of the amulet that I have, right? Who's the guy that's selling things? I think it's the wound. Okay, the doctor guys are selling. The quartermaster is here. We can try to buy some stuff. A different set of shoes would be good, but the ones I have are already pretty good. right? Like, it's mostly the necklace that I need. Wait, what? This is new. +2, like, combo tokens. What? It's a combo. Like, I guess it gives you a choice. Like, they can be used for any of the two. I mean, I don't know if I should spend my money on anything. I mean, I guess if you want early level things, it helps with like the other characters to have more early level items. Right. This one does, it gives you shield. This one gives you healing. It's passive. You don't want any passive, Ooh, a chain blade. That looks cool. Oh, the problem is it costs too much, right? But this would be really good with the bloodthirsty debuff. Right, with that passive that just debuffs them. I don't think I need it, but it is kind of nice. Right, if you have a chain blade. Crude Qinglong shoes. Crude Baihu shoes. Well, if there's a way to adjust your skill build so you don't use so many of these, right? Like you could do this instead. But it costs to, right? You need this bloodthirsty debuff. And you need this because it gives you the buff. It's so difficult. I mean, if it works, it works. There's no need to change things. Unless you're getting bored. I mean, this is multi-target, which is what makes it a lot better. Right, but then you'd have to change... You'd have to change the amulet because this one just uses all dragon skills. Like, this character has a lot of dragon skills. This is not gonna work with the passive. I mean, I think if I get the amulet with the dragon skills, it'll be a lot smoother. Because of the amount of, you know, dragon skills this guy uses. Okay, I made a sacrifice. You could sacrifice the smooth stone and just have a lot of tokens. Maybe that would help? Right, instead of having the smooth stone. I'm not sure, really. Okay, we'll just go with what we have. We go to Shihe town. Actually, maybe I should just save. It's a little late. Yeah, it's probably enough of playing. Oh, that was already several hours, so... Anyway, for anyone who's still watching, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Yeah. This is a pretty cool game. I like the effects. I mean, this endless snow is a little interesting. I mean, I wonder if the snow stops. No, I don't think the snow stops at all. It might stop if I reload this game, but yeah, I think that's enough for me. We still have like 4 more characters to go, but we gotta go see what this arrogant dragon person is, you know, next time I'll have to finish their story. I wish I could finish her story, but I think the game is like bugged. Like it won't let me do the quest, which is interesting. So I think you have to like finish them before you go on with the main quest line. But yeah. So yeah, if you like puzzle games, I think you would like this kind of like dice roll type of battle game. You just get to like combo cards together, and there's like an element of luck required to win, so it's not always that easy, but it's pretty fun, right? It's not too hard, it's not too easy. You know, if you like kind of theory crafting, you get to make your own build and stuff like that. Yeah, with that, I am signing off. See you next time. Bye bye.